Alright, to get started, we are disconnecting the negative battery terminal. That is 10 millimeter. And now we're just going to start removing the cladding from the top of the engine. These bolts are 10 millimeter also. The bulk of the fasteners on this job are 10 millimeter. Alright, and the forward cover is 10 millimeter also. There's two of these. Now I'm using a flathead screwdriver to remove the hose clamps. Well, actually just to loosen the hose clamps. You can leave them on. And there's 4 clamps. We're doing the outside ones on each side. And then it just comes apart and the front cover and air intake comes off. Now we're going to take off the throttle body, and this is 4 5 millimeter Allen wrench bolts. Once those are out, you can just take the throttle body off and let it sit on the side there. Don't lose the blue piece there, that's a gasket. Yours might be red, the original one is red, that's a replacement. Now I'm using needle nose pliers to disconnect the wiring harness from the bracket that holds it to the back of the plenum. These are just some fittings that push through a hole, so you squeeze the tabs on the outside with the pliers and push the wiring back. Now I'm disconnecting the vacuum canister from the bracket. It's just a simple 10 millimeter bolt, and you can just let that sit off to the side. When you take the plenum off, that'll come with it, and I put the bolt back where it came from. On the side of the plenum, there are 2 12 millimeter bolts that hold it to a mounting bracket. Now I'm disconnecting the vacuum hose from the back of it, and I'm using linesman's pliers to move the clamp and a flathead screwdriver to pop the hose off. I found on this job that all the hoses seem to be pretty stuck in place. I had to pry them all off with a screwdriver. Here's another one. Again, linesman's pliers to move the clamp and a screwdriver just to pop it off the fitting. Now I'm disconnecting the electrical to the vacuum canister, and that is just a pinch and pull. And this is the bracket that holds the electrical harness in place. It's just 2 10 millimeter bolts, and that's going to remove the bracket from the plenum. Now we're going to move the bracket and the wiring harness back, and you can see this bolt. This is the most difficult bolt to reach out of the whole job. There are 7 fasteners holding the plenum down, 5 bolts like this, and 2 nuts that are on top of studs. The rest of the bolts are very easy to reach, and again there's 5 bolts. And there are 2 studs that come up and just have nuts on top of them. Those are also 10 millimeter, and this is what that looks like. So once you have the 7 fasteners out, you can lift the plenum straight up. This is why we had to disconnect the electrical wiring in that bracket, because you cannot remove the plenum without moving those backwards. And once it comes up, you won't be able to pull it off yet because the vacuum line to the brake booster is still connected. Again, linesman's pliers to move the clamp, and as with all the hoses, it was bare to remove. Back to the flathead. Okay, once that's out, we're ready to start taking the coils out. I'm removing the 10 millimeter bolts that hold the coils in. I'm taking all of the coil bolts out right away. They're very easy to reach, and you can just zip them all out. And that's it. There's 3 per side, 6 total. Once those are out, you can remove the coil. You can lift it up a little bit to access the wire, and then it's a pinch and pull, just like that. Okay. Then the coil just lifts straight out. That's a better angle on the same thing. And once the coil is out, you can use a 9/16 or 14mm spark plug socket to loosen up the spark plug. I like to use the ratchet just until the spark plug starts turning, and then I take the wrench off of it and just use the extension with my hand. Ordinarily, the spark plug socket retains the spark plug, and when you pull it out, it'll take the spark plug with it. That doesn't happen right now. The plug stayed in there. So this is one of my favorite tricks for that. It's an extension with duct tape wrapped around it, but the duct tape is wrapped around sticky side out. So you stick it down in the hole, twist it as though you're unscrewing the plug, and pull it out. It works really well, and it just happens to clean out the hole while you're there too. So then it's just a matter of replacing the spark plugs, torque them down gently just by hand. Once the spark plug is snugged down, you can replace the coil. Just very gently and carefully put it right back where the other one was. The wiring harness should just slide right on. You'll hear it click when it's in place. And then replace the 10mm bolt. That's how all the coils work. That's how all the spark plugs work. Just repeat that process for all 6. Once the coils and plugs are in place, reassembly is the reverse of disassembly.